Alright, guys, we are here on Tier Maker. We're going to be doing some weird monopolies. Um, so, there's going to be some weird monopolies, okay? And we're going to be taking a look at all of them. So, let me start by switching us over to the Amazon page because we're going to take a look at the Amazon thing and then we're going to rank that specific one on the list. So, switch us over to Amazon. There we go. So, we're starting off with this Ultimate Banking Edition. So, this one was weird because it comes with some credit cards and everything. And instead of using cash, you use this little device and all of it's on the device. No music or no money, nothing. You use your cards to track everything. Your property values rise and fall all in one unit instead of doing everything. It's interesting. It's cool. And I will make you guys a deal. So there's 22 of these. If we can get this video to 100 likes, no, that's too difficult. We have 44. Okay, if we can get 30 likes and 5 comments. Not including any comments that I put in to respond to y'all. 5 comments, 30 likes. I will pick 3 of my favorite from these and get them, and we'll take a look at them in person. So anyway, yeah, this is it. Unit scans the cards, boosts, crashes market, everything. So let's switch over to the tier maker. So let me switch that here and let me switch that here. So we need to find ultimate baking. Here's the ultimate baking. For now, it's not. Well, we're ranking this on weirdness level, not on how cool it is. So it's not too weird. It's just on a bank. So we're gonna put it as C for now. It's not like really weird. It just instead of cash, you use an electronic thing. So switching back to Amazon. There we go. We're gonna close that and switch to the next one. So this next one is called Monopoly Deal. So it's a card game version of Monopoly. And so you collect 3 of these to win. Use action cards to charge rent, make tricky deals. I've played this game actually before. I used to have it. It takes about 15 minutes, it says. Let's go down to the description. Let's see. It comes with 110 cards. It lets you do different things. Let's see. Yes, I mean it's not too weird. It's just card version of Monopoly. So we're gonna switch y'all to the tier list and find Monopoly Deal right here. Monopoly Deal. Did I add that? Over here. It is a little bit weirder than that, but still not, really weird. We've got some weird ones here, and they'll be like up here. So, and I'm gonna switch y'all back to Amazon. And we're gonna move on to the next one. So this one's not really that weird at all. It's just the box that's weird. So the game itself is the same. It's just Monopoly, but it comes in a book-shaped box that you can put on your bookshelf. I thought that was really cool. But I mean, the game itself is completely normal. So I mean, this is probably gonna be the lowest on weird. It's not weird at all. It's just in a book. So switch y'all to tier list again. And the book would just get put down in D. I mean, it's not that weird. Okay, moving on. This one. Not really weird. It's just you're playing, and as you're playing, you're trying to figure out the vault, which I guess you can guess with a card or with this, or you can charge an amount of money to guess. You just have to guess the code for the vault, and if you guess the code, you get a whole bunch of money. And stuff like that. You take a look at the video.
Introducing Monopoly Secret Vault! Can you open Mr. Monopoly's vault before someone else does? Guess the code, pick a number, and see if it unlocks the vault. Collect your riches. The player with the most money wins. Monopoly Secret Vault.
So yeah, it's just normal Monopoly, but you're trying to guess the vault at the same time. So not too weird either. So we're gonna switch over to the tier list. And for the tier list, we're gonna go with where is Monopoly Vault? Right here. It's not really that weird. It's pretty much the same as the electronic banking. It's just Monopoly with a vault. So yeah, switch y'all back to Amazon. So yeah, not that weird. Alright, now this next one, not that weird either. It's just instead of using cash, you use coins. And you're playing as Super Mario characters, and this thing like can tell you how many coins you get or something. Here, look. Yeah, see, it tells you like how many you get. Yeah, so it just tells you how many you get and stuff with the extra dice. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's weirder than some of the other stuff, so we'll have to put higher on the list, but not like ultimate high. So where is Super Mario? We'll put an A, because it's a little weird because it's got the extra dice and it counts and everything. But it's not like the weirdest. I've got some weird ones on here that y'all will see later. So, moving on. Fall Guys. Oh, this is one of the weirder ones. It has interactive obstacles for the Fall Guys that like do certain things. Like, it is pretty odd. So you have to dodge obstacles, roll the knockout die to avoid Big Yeetus, moving wall. Oh, I forgot to move y'all. There you go. Big Yeetus, moving wall, and seesaw obstacles, and activate them to foil other beams. Collect crowns and you pass go. When you pass go, collect a crown. They're worth the hefty 10,000 kudos. The game ends when all the crowns are claimed. Okay. And you get to play as a Fall Guys character. So these are the obstacles. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty weird. I mean, you actually have like working obstacles and stuff. So switch y'all back to tier list. Where is the Fall Guys? Right here. That one I'm gonna say is one of the weirder ones, along with I think I have two other weird ones that are gonna go up there. But moving on. Okay, this is one of the other really weird ones. So it's Monopoly. Okay. You play with, I guess you use these Pac-Man coins instead of money or whatever. But what's really weird is when you pass go, you play this working Pac-Man arcade machine. So here. Okay. So you have to play the arcade throughout the game. And I forgot to change y'all again. Okay. Here we go. We're back. So yeah, anyway, let's watch that video again. So it's just here. You land on the power pellet, you play the game, you see how many points you get without dying. Pretty interesting. So yeah. Switch y'all back. It is definitely one of the weirder ones. I'll put that probably up there. It's probably one of the weirdest. Okay, switch all back. That's why it is switching. It's just like double clicking or whatever. It's clicking twice. Okay. Now we're on the voice banking. This one I haven't taken too much of a look at. It's just you control it with your voice. So
welcome, future millionaires. Hey, Scotty. Wow. Ooh, yay. Buy Vermont.
Vermont is yours.
Okay, so it seems like all your money is stored on this little device in the center, just like the electronic banking one, except this one you use your voice for instead of anything else, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna switch y'all back to the tier list, and I'm gonna say this is probably the same list as the voice or the electronic one because it's just the electronic one but with your voice. I'm gonna put it higher than this, but not quite as high as the card version of Monopoly. Now we'll switch y'all back and move on. The next one, this one's not that weird. It's just you play. It says you choose a team. So I guess it's like Monopoly, but it's not gonna show us the actual game. So it's just like Monopoly, but you choose a team, I guess. So you're playing with a team instead of alone. Let's see. Yeah, you play in teams. Choose to play on Team Unicorn, Team Llama. Mark territories with rainbow or candy cardboard tile markers. Claim titles. Instead of buying properties like in the classic Monopoly game, you claim titles for their fuzzy friends, such as the most huggable or cutest babies. Players move ahead in the board game with hilarious llama and unicorn chance card featuring phrases that remind players why they love these creatures so much. So yeah, not too weird, just basically Team Monopoly. So switch y'all to the tier list. I really need a third screen. Tier list, and there you go. It's not that weird. It's just Team Monopoly. Moving on. So here we go. We have the world's smallest Monopoly. It is literally not even the size of your hand. It is tiny, as you can tell right there. I don't think you can actually play this one. No, it says includes everything. Dice, token, houses, hotels, cards, money, game board, and the box. So yeah, it's tiny. This one's not as practical. There's another one you'll see later, which is a small version of Monopoly that's more practical than this. But either way, it's still pretty cool. Super tiny. I'd lose that thing in a day. It's like smaller than my freaking headphones case, which I don't know where that is right now either. So anyway, or earbuds case. Sorry, not headphones. So let's move y'all back to the tier list. That one is pretty weird. I don't remember which one it is because there's okay, yeah, it's this one. World's smallest. I'd say it's probably B. I mean, it's not. It's just it's a mini Monopoly, but I mean it's so mini that it's pretty kind of weird. All right, moving on. So close that one. Now we have Crooked Cash. So this one, what it seems like, is some of this cash is fake. And it says whenever another player pays for anything, you can use the decoder to check their bills to see if they're fake. If they are, you get to keep them. Chance cards could be fake too. Someone trying to use the chance card to skip out on rent, use the decoder. If the card's a fake, turn it into the bank for a reward. So, real cash and cards look like this. Normal Mr. Monopoly, and the fake ones have a Monopoly wearing a mask. The player with the most money at the end of the game, real or fake, wins. So, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's Monopoly, but with fake money. So, yeah. Well, fake money. Yeah. So, Monopoly, Crooked Cash. That's this one. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's just Monopoly with fake cash. Fake or fake cash. We'll put B. Yeah, B. Alright, moving on. Monopoly diced. So it's like the card game version, except this one's a dice game version. So it looks like you just roll the dice, you get score or whatever. Roll the dice to collect the most property. Um, let's see. Ready, set, roll. Players roll the dice, collect money by completing color groups, but beware, the trick of the game is to know when to stop rolling. It could mean losing everything earned in that turn. The more valuable the color group, the less often that color appears on the dice, making it more of a challenge to complete that group. The Monopoly dice game. So yeah, it's just Monopoly, but like a quick version that you can play on the go or whatever. Dice version. So it's weird. It's not the weirdest, but it's definitely as weird as the card game version. Maybe weirder. So we'll put it right there. We're gonna switch back. By the way, I put it right there. So yeah. Switch back to Amazon. This is Monopoly Fortnite, which if y'all watch my Twitch, y'all will know Fortnite is one of my favorite games, which before y'all get on to be like Fortnite sucks, I will admit that there is something I'm going to have to talk about in a second with this board game. But anyway, I will admit that I used to hate Fortnite. Okay, I played all the way back in Season 1, Chapter 1 when the game came out. And I played for a couple weeks. I didn't like it. I stopped playing. And then I played again during their end game stuff when they did Infinity War and all that. Stopped playing. Didn't like it. I was playing in Season X and stuff. Didn't like it. I kept stopping because I just really didn't like it. But recently, in Chapter 3, when they introduced No Builds Mode, I have the time of my life with it. No Builds Mode is so fun. So, yeah, anyway. I like No Builds Mode. But anyway, real quick. Minimum age recommendation. 156. So I guess none of us can play this game because it requires you to be 156 to play it. But anyway. It's not that weird. It's just Monopoly, but with Fortnite characters instead of Monopoly. Let's see. I'm looking at. It's about how long they can survive. You can choose to play games. Instead of money, you have health chips, which is this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I might actually have to get that so I can get it just because I want the back bling. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Alright, I'll buy that later. Anyway, yes. It's just Monopoly, but Fortnite, and you get an in-game back bling, which I will be getting later, because I want a back bling for Monopoly. So, switching back to the tier list. It's not that weird, it's just Monopoly with Fortnite characters instead of other stuff. It's just like any of the Star Wars ones or Ghostbusters or whatever. Moving on. We've got the Travel World Tour. This one didn't seem to be that weird. It was just interesting because the money's like super tiny and you stamp locations on the dry erase board to win. So, let's take a look at this. So you get a goal, you stamp the mark, and you can erase it later. First player stamp 4 travel goals wins. Okay. It's pretty cool. Not that weird though. It's Monopoly. But you have a little bit of an extra thing in order to win. So switching y'all over. So World Tour, it's not that weird. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm actually going to move the dice up here and leave this. Okay, so like that. Alright, switching y'all back. Switching me back. Cheaters Edition. So, it's Monopoly, but you're supposed to cheat. So, it looks like cheat cards encourage players to cheat and which cheat to attempt. You actually get chained to the board when you get caught. Let's see. Most money at the end wins. So let's see. Let's look at this. Squatters rule. Collect rent for another player's property. Skip out on rent. Collect when $300 when you pass go. When you're in jail, take out the handcuff. Okay, and these are the cheats right here. So it's like interesting. Interesting. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not too weird. It's just Monopoly, but you cheat in between. I'll put it here. It's higher than this stuff, but it's not ultra weird. So yeah. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 more. So this is Rivals Edition. It's just Monopoly, but 2 players. So instead of playing with 4 or 5 players, it's just a 2-player Monopoly. Not that weird. It's basically just another type of travel Monopoly. It's Monopoly, but 2 players only. So it's not that weird. We'll switch all over. Rivals Edition. Not that weird. It's just interesting. Tier list. Going back. Okay, Monopoly for sore losers. So this one, it actually pays to get last. Or something like that. So it's like... okay, here. So, the thrill of revenge with this hilarious addition. Annoying things like paying rent or going to jail actually help. Collect coins. The Monopoly for sore losers will have players actually wanting to land on useless board spaces, pay taxes and rent, and even go to jail because they'll collect sore loser coins. Losing is just the beginning. Get 4 loser coins and cash them in for the Mr. Monopoly token that lets players stomp around the board collecting money instead of paying out. Losing stinks. We've all been there, felt the pain, but now it's actually fun. Chance cards and community cards create and celebrate sore losers. So, I don't know how long you get that for. Maybe until you pass go again, or until someone else buys it. Oh, and as a little bit of a bonus, I have another weird one that I didn't put on the weird tier list. I'll show you that one later. But yeah, anyway, it's not that weird. It's just when you're losing, you can get the chance to win stuff. It's a little bit weirder than some of this other stuff, but not super weird. Which I think I already put it. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, well it's right there. Cheaters Edition's gonna go on the same one. I accidentally did the wrong one. That's okay. Switching back. This is the one I was talking about with the alternate to the. Well, this is the alternate to the world's smallest. This is the travel version of Monopoly. It's about that big. It's not ultra small, but it's not like the world's smallest, so it's like the size of your finger. So I mean, yeah, you can actually play this one. All right. So not that weird, just travel version. I'm gonna switch you back to the tier list. Switch back to the tier list. And the travel size, we put the miniature one there, so we'll put this one there. It's less weird because it's a little bit bigger and stuff. Moving on. This one. This one's not actually that weird. It's just fancy. So, This one, it's just like a nice wooden board. It's got all the stuff inside the game. It's just a super fancy Monopoly. And there's other fancy versions. I don't know if any of them are here. No, there's not. But there's like a $400 one, $300 one. There's a bunch of fancy versions. I just picked a random one. But count this as all the fancy ones. They're not that weird. They're cool. Not that weird. It's right on the bottom. Moving on to the next one. We've got 3 more that are on the tier list, and then 1 that's on the tier list, but it's also kind of cool. So this one, I've played before. It's kind of shit. It's kind of stupid. It's Monopoly, but like the characters and stuff, you can print out your own characters and stuff like that. So it's just Monopoly, but you get to, play it however. So, you don't get the printer. I mean, obviously. It's literally just Monopoly, but you can play it as yourself. So, yeah. My Monopoly going right here on the bottom. I'll rearrange this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Moving on. Next one is it's Monopoly Deal again, except it comes with a bunch of Funko stuff. Some like coasters or something. And then a Mr. Monopoly Funko Pop, which apparently glows in the dark or something. I don't get that. And you also get a soda. And you can get a fish. So yeah, not that weird. Just it's the deal, but with Funkos. So switching you back to the tier list, it's gonna go right with Monopoly Deal. And moving you guys back to Amazon, this is our last one on the tier list. It's called Cash Grab. It's not Monopoly, like real Monopoly. It doesn't come with a board or anything. It's just you load the money into it, you shoot it, whoever has the most cash wins. You can use chance cards to get more opportunities and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not that weird. Well, it's weird, but it's not Monopoly. But I'm gonna put it right here on the top because it's the weirdest Monopoly out there. No, at the very top. And then this one is not really weird. It's just they took Monopoly and made it 5 times fucking longer. Like Monopoly wasn't long enough as it was, and now instead of it taking you 1 or 2 hours, it'll take you fucking 4 or 5 hours. Age range 8 years. That's probably how long it will take you to play the game. Yeah, keep on playing. Think the original Monopoly takes forever to play? It's got nothing on this edition. Bankruptcy won't get the player out of this Monopoly. The game doesn't end until someone owns every single property, and there's 3 versions of each in this board game. Believe us when we say it's long. It's got 66 properties, there's only 1 die, no more doubles. Sit back, get ready for a long time to get around the board. This Monopoly game ends when the player owns 16 streets, 4 railroads, 2 utilities, and all the properties. Yeah. It's bad. So yeah, anyway. That is the end of this Monopoly video. It was really long. I'm sorry for that, guys. This is the Winter Wolf signing out. Switch y'all back to the tier list one last time. Move my webcam so y'all can see all the way. That's what it looks like. Winter Wolf signing out.